Welcome back, everyone. This is a post weigh-in edition for the Gambling Ram, and this was UFC Vegas 118, where what we had was a Tafa brother giving us weight troubles. Some things never change. Luckily, he made it on the second attempt, and everyone else made weight, so we are absolutely good to go. What I wanted to do quick was just highlight a few spots that I thought had some good value, maybe some best bets, some parlay pieces, and other things that you might take away. Right to Joanderson Brito. What I like here is Joanderson Brito by finish at plus 145. I got it. I think that he just has many paths to victory, whether it's on the feet with a knockout or Levitt loves to bring the fight to the ground, where Brito can be extremely tricky with his jiu-jitsu. I just think he finds a way to break down Levitt and gets him out of there at some point. So I'm thinking plus 145 is good value for that. I did play Edgar Cháirez as an underdog at plus 120. His physical traits are really going to lead him to victory in this. With Bruno Silva getting older, he'll have the reach advantage, Cháirez. And also, if you look back at his last fight, it's kind of like a buy low spot, even though he won. It's weird to say it like that, but he just looked not himself against Felipe Bunes in that split decision. So I think he's going to get back on track. I could see him getting a finish. I just felt better just going with the money line. I think a decent look would be the Marcus McGhee submission also. I see it now at plus 400, and that's really just a play on John Giannis not being the best grappler in the world. You know, he's 0-2 to the submission. His first loss in the UFC was to Austin Bashi by rear naked choke. And then this fight right here, I really, really like the fight not to start round 3 for the Schnell and Costa fight. And you could get that at minus 275. I think that's a really, really good parlay piece. These guys are both big time finishers. And, you know, if you look at Costa, 80% finish rate, he's even lost 60% of his fights by finish, which is huge because Schnell is also a guy who does not go the distance too often. And you just look at his losses, 50% by KO, 40% by submission. I mean, this fight is begging to end early. I would be extremely surprised if it made it to the third round. Another decent value seeker angle is going to be Iwo Baraniewski by round 1 sub at plus 550 and round 2 sub at plus 1100. I think you do a little sprinkle on both of those because this fight is, you know, minus 1,000 or minus 1,400 not to go the distance, which means it's likely going to end in the first 2 rounds according to the books, obviously. He has a judo black belt, and Tafa has 0 black belts of any nature when it comes to the ground game. If he hits the ground, Tafa, the fight is going to be ended shortly after. I do like Santiago Luna as an underdog. I got him at plus 120. I also can see the Luna wins in round 2, which was plus 1,000, or Luna wins in round 3, plus 1,600. I think that could be a solid look for anyone that likes the long shot props. I would definitely look into that. You know, Bryce can totally win this fight by decision with his straight wrestling. Luna also has a strong wrestling game. So my thought process is that if Luna can start to stuff those takedowns, he will be able to take over on the feet and potentially put Bryce out. This fight, the Ziam and Nolan fight, it's a little sketchy. You could do a crazy submission play with Nolan at plus 2,500 if you like doing insane stuff like that. But really, I think Z, with his overall game coming together so well over the last few fights, I really think his stock is rising. And like I said in my video, he definitely has top 15, top 10 potential in the lightweight division. I think he's a very good parlay piece. Brendan Allen, Shabazian, going to be a really, really good fight. Weird fight, but another play that I really liked was Allen wins in round 3 or by decision at plus 145. Shabazian's a fast starter. He basically always wins round 1 or wins in round 1. So I think Brendan Allen by round 2 will kind of start to break him down, get the wrestling fully going, kind of wear him out, and he probably either takes him out in the third or he wins 29-28. For the main event, I ended up going with Gabriel Bonfim, and I got him at plus 102. It's going to be a really, really close fight. I'm favoring his damage over Bilal's damage. I think Bonfim's leg kicks, his knees in the clinch, and overall his distance striking are going to keep him up on the cards. And I could really see it going to decision. And Bonfim is plus 450 for decision. That was a play that stuck out to me. And also my model said that that's a very strong play. I think Bilal is kind of he's about to hit 38. It's not that he doesn't have incredible power. I mean, if you ask him, he has Canelo hands, but he would have to win this on grit and Bonfim gassing out. And I could be wrong, but I don't know if these Bonfim gassing allegations are that true. I know I saw the Dalby fight and it was not a good look, but he's improved a lot over his last 3 or 4 fights. So I'm going to say that he kind of cleaned up his game. He's prepared for a 5-round battle and that he takes this one by decision, probably 48-47, 49-46, something like that. But yeah, overall, those are the plays that I really like. And I think this is actually going to be a really good Apex card, so I would definitely tune in. Leave a comment below if you disagree with any of my picks or if you want to put one of your best bets of the night in there. I want to see what you guys think. And make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and share the video around if you get some hype going for it. We are coming up on UFC Freedom 250, which is going to be an insane card. So get ready. Check out my Twitter at the Gambling Ram. We're going to have plenty of things going for that. Full card breakdown. We'll definitely have a video or two coming out next week for that. And in the meantime, for this card, you can also go on my Twitter. I will be dropping a full card of all my plays for this fight night. And that's where you can get every single one of my bets. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.